Good morning, students. Welcome to online political science class. And today we are moving towards a new chapter, that is chapter 2, end of bipolarity. So far we have finished up the first chapter, the Cold War era, and we have seen in the Cold War era how the two superpowers emerged after the Second World War. The two superpower US and USSR, who were once a friend, who has fought the Second World War and as a group called Allied Power. And then after the Second World War, soon they became separated and they two has immersed themselves into two superpower, that is US and USSR, with two ideologies. One is capitalism and one is communism. Okay, after the Second World War, when Cold War started, okay, actually when Cold War started, they were not liking each other, they were disliking each other, they were selfish about each other, they have so much problem against each other, but they were not coming in the front. Okay, so they are having or playing a game of proxy war that is known as Cold War with two ideologies apart, and they are making in that race, they are making themselves allies, they are forming an alliance, NATO and Warsaw Pact. So many countries were being forcefully also or willingly also being involved in that alliance system. Okay, and they were indulging themselves into so many conflicts and crises. Okay, so this is one part. And then also we have seen in the first chapter how other organization came into being in the Asian and African continent, that is NAM. Okay, because these third world countries who became independent that time, they were not liking to involve themselves or join themselves in the Cold war struggle or in the two blocks, that is superpower bloc, communist bloc and capitalist bloc, or NATO or Warsaw Pact. So they have formed a new organization and that came to be known as NAM. Now, what happened at that time? These two superpowers, in their race of military power to bring up or to develop themselves in a nuclear power or to develop economically or financially, etc., etc., they were trying at much that they can to develop themselves. Okay, so that time the whole of the European country has been called as a bipolarism. The whole system, the whole international system has been called as bipolarism. Now, what is bipolarism or bipolarity? Bipolarity means two, and that means what two? One is US, one is USSR. Okay, that is bipolarity. Now, in this chapter today, we are studying what is studying end of bipolarity. Okay, that means what? That means one of the superpower has expired or died. Okay, it led to the death of one superpower. And which superpower? USSR. Okay, so 1945 to 1991, long time they have played the game of proxy war, that is Cold War, not liking each other, but not coming in the front. In the backside, they are disliking each other, they have selfish interests, etc., etc. Okay, so in that whole time they were playing the game. But after 1991, suddenly in USSR something happened that led to the destruction of or collapse of or the end of USSR. So this chapter deals with end of bipolarity. Okay, so today here we will study up this whole of the concept, whole of the system of USSR. What is USSR? Why it was established? How it worked? How it led? And how it collapsed? Okay, so let's start the lecture. Now see, I have written down the Soviet system. The which part we will study in this chapter? First of all, the Soviet system. Okay, now while coming to the Soviet system, first of all we will go to USSR. Union of Soviet Socialist Republic came into being on 1917 after Bolshevik Revolution or Socialist or Russian Revolution. Now this USSR came into being in 1917 after a revolution. That name of the revolution is Bolshevik or Socialist or what? Russian Revolution. Okay, now what is Russian Revolution or Bolshevik Revolution? What happened in Russia before or after 1917? Okay, so we have to go to that story first of all, otherwise we cannot understand. So what is this thing. Okay, so let's start. Now see, before 1917 in Russia there was a king called Nicholas II, Tsar Nicholas II. In Russia the king was called Tsar, the Tsar Nicholas II. This Nicholas II, he was not a good king. He was not like an other king, polite or good or kind. Okay, he was very cruel. He was very much influenced by his wife. Okay, and he is not liking the common people. He is always surrounded by some of these nobles, some of his ministers, and some of the rich people. Okay, that who were involved in his court that time or in his palace that time. Okay, so Tsar Nicholas II, he was even when he went for an invasion in other countries, also he proved failure. So Tsar Nicholas II, he was at all not a good king, and the life of the common people there was very bad. They were suffering from lots of problems. There was no type of jobs, good jobs. There was no welfare schemes. There was no good facilities or benefits available for them. Okay, and they were suffering very much at that time. So the condition of the poor people were very much low. Okay, not economically sound. So they were suffering from lots of problem that time. So this Tsar Nicholas II was not at all not liked by the common people that time. Okay, so I written down some of the points to make you understand. So let's see. I written down Russian Bolshevik Revolution. Russia was ruled by despotic ruler Nicholas II. Okay, despotic ruler. What is the meaning of despotic? Despotic means cruel ruler. Okay, cruel ruler who is not liked by common people because he is not at all a good person. Okay, now Russian society divided into haves and have-nots. At that time, Russian society was divided into two groups, have and have-not. Now, who are have and who are have-not? Have means rich people, have-nots means poor people. Rich people means whom? King himself, his ministers, his nobles, then other clergymen, then other of the high officials who were involved in administrative area. Okay, these people are known as rich people. And who are have-not? Have-nots are those common poor people. So Russian society was divided into two groups. हम देखते हैं जब भी हम हिस्ट्री में जाते हैं या इवन टुडे ऑल्सो मे बी कि हर टाइम जो समाज होता है ना या फिर कंट्री वो दो भाग में डिवाइड होता है. वन इज रिच, वन इज poor. So it is very much common in Russia also that time that Russia was divided into two groups, have and have nots. Okay, तो ज्यादा फैसिलिटी किसको मिलता है? हैव्स. और एकदम फैसिलिटी किसको नहीं मिलता? हैव नॉट्स. ओके, now see, poor people were suffering, economic and social conditions not good. So I have written down here कि poor people जो है बहुत सफर करते जा रहे थे और इकोनॉमिक और सोशल कंडीशन बहुत खराब था उनका. ओके, in Russia many factories and mills influenced by the industrial revolution at that time. Actually in European countries, in England and other European countries that time, there happened an industrial revolution. Actually industrial revolution came because after Second World War many of the industries were being put up in many of the countries, and before also, like after Second World War many industries, and before Second World War also many of the industries have been put up in whole of the European countries. Okay, so 19th century we can say that many of the industries have been put up in European countries. So also Russia went up and set up its own industries, mills, factories. Okay, that time. But it was seen that those factories, those mills were also being run by whom? By the haves. Okay, so again poor condition of the people were just like that. Okay, that time we have seen one person came into being who is known as Karl Marx. Karl Marx has given a call to the people of whole of the European countries to unite together. Okay, and form a revolution against the have people, means against the rich people, because the poor people are or worker people are not getting any types of benefits. Okay, so that Karl Marx influence, that Karl Marx philosophies has also been influenced or created influence in Russia also. Okay, because the Karl Marx revolution or the industrial revolution is very much famous in Europe that time. So that also being influenced, okay, but in Russia also. So in Russia many factories and mills influenced by industrial revolution. common people wanted to come out of the old system. So these common people, they are not having anything, they are not having enough bread to eat, they are not having anything, they are not having anything for the common for the poor children at home, and lots of things are happening in their families. So they wanted to break up that old system, and they wanted to get rid of Nicholas II. Okay, so what happened in 1901? Socialist Democratic Labour Party formed. Okay, from that industrial revolution influenced by Karl Marx industrial revolution, they have came up and they have formed a party known as Socialist Democratic Labour Party 1901. Okay, so this party, they have wanted to have a revolution in Russia. Okay, like other European countries also. So it aimed to bring in socialism in Russia, because Tsar Nicholas II, he was very much having a capitalist type of economy that time, because he was going through privatization policy on his own palace that time, obviously, and that thing was not like, because that is not giving any benefit to the common people. So what happened, this labor organization, they wanted to have socialism in Russia that time. Okay, so at that time, this Socialist Democratic Labour Party, again, they are having, so many people are having there in that party, and there emerged two leaders again. Okay, and because of the some of the slight differences, this Socialist Party again divided into two groups. One is Menshevik, one is Bolshevik. Menshevik was ruled by Kerensky, and Bolshevik was ruled by or led by Lenin, Vladimir Lenin. Okay, so automatically what happened, that party was divided. But it was seen in March 1917, revolutionaries carried out coup d'etat. ओके, आप लोगों को मैंने आगे ही बोला था, अगर आपको याद है, coup d'etat क्या होता है, फोर्सफुली किसी सिस्टम को गिरा देना या फिर किसी इंसान को सीट से गिरा देना, उसको बोलते हैं coup d'etat. कि विद सम ऑफ द ग्रुप ऑफ पीपुल, जो आर्मी लोग होते हैं, वो आके एक लीडर होता है, लीडर और आर्मी लोग आके जो आगे का पुराना सिस्टम है उसको तोड़ देते हैं, उसको क्या बोलते हैं, उसको गेट रिड आउट ऑफ द सिस्टम. ओके, उसको गेट रिड कर देते हैं और उसको हटा देते हैं, और फिर दैट सिस्टम ब्रेक्स डाउन. ओके, तो उसको बोलते हैं coup d'etat. तो क्या हुआ, इन मार्च 1917 रिवोल्यूशनरीज, सम ऑफ द रिवोल्यूशनरीज, और ये जो रिवोल्यूशनरीज थे वो मेनली थे फ्रॉम मेंशेविक एरिया. ओके, तो दे हैव ब्रॉट आउट एंड दे हैव ब्रॉट आउट द coup d'etat एंड दे हैव डन ए रिवोल्यूशन. ठीक है, तो निकोलस II वाज ओवरथ्रोन. एक्चुअली वहाँ पे बोल्शेविक्स भी थे, बट रिवोल्यूशन में ज्यादातर इट वाज लीड बाय मेंशेविक्स. तो क्या हुआ वहाँ पे, फिर ये जो रिवोल्यूशन हुआ, उस रिवोल्यूशन के बाद निकोलस II वाज ओवरथ्रोन. जार निकोलस II, उन्होंने अपने आप उन्होंने गद्दी को छोड़ दिया. ही हैज रिजाइंड फ्रॉम द पोस्ट ऑफ जार और किंग. ओके, नाउ आफ्टरवर्ड्स केरेंस्काई, जो मेंशेविक मैंने लिखा, फॉर्म द गवर्नमेंट. तो वहाँ पे फिर जो ये खत्म हुआ, उसके बाद एक प्रोविंशियल गवर्नमेंट जस्ट शॉर्ट टाइम के लिए बैठा था, बट आफ्टरवर्ड्स इट वाज अगेन ओवरथ्रोन, एंड अल्टीमेटली Kerensky became the prime minister of Russia with his Menshevik party. ठीक है, लेकिन फिर वहाँ पे ये जो पार्टी है बहुत दिन टिक नहीं पाया. मार्च में ये फॉर्म हुआ और नवंबर में फिर इट वाज ओवरथ्रोन. ओवरथ्रोन बाय whom? Overthrown by Bolsheviks, that is Lenin. Vladimir Lenin seized power from the Menshevik, from Kerensky, and again he has formed a new type of Russia. Okay, so हम देखते हैं क्या यहाँ पे कि इन नवंबर बोल्शेविक जो लेनिन सीज पावर फ्रॉम द मेंशेविक्स एंड ही बिकेम द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ रशिया. तो अल्टीमेटली 1917 में जाके हमको क्या मिलता है कि 1917 रशियन रिवॉल्यूशन होता है. मेंशेविक जो होते हैं वो बहुत दिन टिक नहीं पाते. उसके बाद व्लादिमीर लेनिन कम्स इनटू बीइंग एंड ही बिकम्स द प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड ही लीड्स रशिया दैट टाइम. ये काफी दिन चला. उसके बाद ही वेंट अप, डिफरेंट और भी पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स आए के. उसके बाद क्या हुआ, हम इसमें आते हैं. नाउ यहाँ पे मैंने थोड़ा सा लिखा है एम ऑफ द रिवोल्यूशन. वो जो रशियन रिवोल्यूशन का मेन एम क्या था, मैंने 4 लिखा. एंड ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ जार निकोलस II, जो मैंने बोला, डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ कैपिटलिज्म, क्योंकि उनको सोशलिज्म चाहिए था. एवोल्यूशन ऑफ प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी, ऑटोमेटिकली कैपिटलिज्म नहीं होगा तो एवोल्यूशन तो हो ही जाएगा प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी का. क्रिएशन ऑफ ए सोसाइटी बेस्ड ऑन इक्वलिटी, तो इक्वलिटी, लिबर्टी और सोशलिज्म सबको मिला के एक सोसाइटी क्रिएट होगा. ओके, ना हम ये सब कुछ खत्म होते होते हम आते हैं अभी सोवियत सिस्टम में। तो अभी 1917 के बाद में जो यूएसएसआर बना, दैट केम इनटू बीइंग एज ए सोवियत सिस्टम, उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं सोवियत सिस्टम। ठीक है। नाउ सोवियत सिस्टम वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन मेनी ईस्ट यूरोपियन स्टेट्स। आफ्टर सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर दे केम टू बी नोन एज सेकेंड वर्ल्ड और सोवियत ब्लॉक ऑफ 15 states. ठीक है। एक्चुअली फ्रॉम 1917 यूएसएसआर केम इनटू बीइंग, बट आफ्टर 1945 मेनी ऑफ द कंट्रीज केम टुगेदर, जॉइंट अप और फॉर्म क्या हुआ, यूएसएसआर। ओके, यूएसएसआर 1917 में फॉर्म हुआ एक्चुअली, बट उसके बाद बहुत सारा और भी कंट्री इन्वॉल्व होते गए और घुसते गए सोवियत सिस्टम में। सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर के बाद भी और भी आए, और उसके बाद क्या हुआ, इन 1917 के बाद 1945 के बाद देखा जाता है कि वहाँ पे इट comprised of 15 states, big 15 states came together और बन गया एक यूनियन, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं यूनियन सोवियत सोशलिस्ट रिपब्लिक। ओके, सो दिस इज होल अबाउट यूएसएसआर, हाउ डिड सोवियत सिस्टम केम इनटू बीइंग। बिकॉज ये देखो मैंने लिखा है यहाँ पे, सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर के बाद में ईस्ट यूरोपियन स्टेट्स, मेनी ऑफ द ईस्ट यूरोपियन स्टेट्स जॉइंट अप दिस ब्लॉक, और इसको बोलते हैं सेकेंड वर्ल्ड और सोवियत ब्लॉक। ठीक है। तो दिस इज होल अबाउट सोवियत सिस्टम। तो आज जो हमने किया ये था हाउ यूएसएसआर वाज इमर्ज्ड। ओके, जिसको हम लोग रशिया भी बोलते हैं और यूएसएसआर भी बोलते हैं, बिकॉज टाइम बाय टाइम यूएसएसआर वाज ऑलवेज लीडेड बाय रशिया। उसमें 15 स्टेट्स थे नो डाउट, बट बेसिकली उसको किसने लीड किया, रशिया ने। तो इसलिए हम लोग कभी रशिया भी बोलते हैं और कभी इसको यूएसएसआर भी बोलते हैं और कभी इसको हम लोग सोवियत सिस्टम भी बोलते हैं। ओके, सो दिस इज एन इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ द एंड ऑफ बाइपोलैरिटी चैप्टर, और उसमें हमने क्या किया, सोवियत सिस्टम को किया। ओके, सो यू जस्ट गो थ्रू इट एंड आई थिंक यू विल अंडरस्टैंड इट स्टूडेंट्स, बिकॉज ये सिस्टम को समझना बहुत इजी है, स्टोरी है एक, तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है ये स्टोरी। ओके, आई होप you will understand. Thank you students.